Hello friends, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to cover the topic between operator, not between operator, is null and is not null operator. So let's start the video.
Now let's start between and not between, and thereafter is null and is not null. So first of all, it is between. I hope everybody know this is the sign for between, or you can say short form for between, not a sign, but yeah, but short form. Between, then not between. Okay, as the name suggests, between, it means that all the value in a specific range. In a specific range. Say for if I say between 20 to 25, between 20 to 25. Okay, so it will select all the values which are in the range of 20 to 25. If I talk about not between, it is just the opposite. So if I say not between 20 to 25, so it will select all the values except for the values which are in the range of 20 to 25. Say for if the value starts from 0, then it will select all the values from 0 to 19. Remember this thing, if we are talking about between, then 20 and 25 both are included. 0 to 19, and or you can say 0 to 19, and other range would be 26 to the what would be the largest number, you can say. Okay, so this would be the selection range for this one. So let's start with the demo part of this. I'll quickly open my MySQL workbench. Again, quickly put the password. Okay, again, just quickly create a new table. Okay, let's drop this one. Come on, don't save. Okay, now use DB. This is done. Okay, so DB is done. Students table has been done. Quickly write it. Select star from students. This will give us the basic table. Now, if we want to say print all the entries which have age in the range of 20 to 25, right? Where age between 20 and 25. Okay, so this would print 23 and 24. See, it is printing Shahid and Sid. Both of them were having age 23 and 24, which were in the range of 20 to 25. Let's take another example, say for 35 to 45. Okay, so again it is printing 38 and 41, sorry. Both of them are in the range. Now let's change it to 38. Okay, see, I made it 38 to show you that 38, if we start from, we are saying that 38 to 45, then 38 and 45 both are included. See, we have taken 38 to 45, it is printing Ritik's age, which is 38 only. We can change this one to 41 now. Both of them would be again be printed. Okay, so this means that my range goes from, if we write A and B, then A and B, both of them are inclusive. Now let's come on to the not between operator. If we just write age not between, see, then it would be printing all the values except the ID 4 and 5, or you can say except the ones who have age 41 and 38. See, it is printing everything other than that. Let's take another example. Not between 20 and 25. Okay, so again, it is printing all the entries which have age that is not in the range of 20 to 25. Okay, now let's come over to the next thing, that is null and is not null. That is null. First of all, we'll talk about is null. If you are watching the videos from the starting, you might be familiar that we talked about null earlier, right? Null and not null. So don't get confused that null and not null was different from is null. So that null was actually, we were taking it for checking that, okay, whether this column should contain null or not. So let's suppose if that was a constraint, when we were setting that this column cannot, say for if we were setting it for a column that it cannot have a null entry, then while at the time of insertion it was checking that the condition is not getting violated. Similarly for the not null thing. Okay, but here the things are a bit different. Let's suppose if my table had no such constraint as not null or null, so all the entries were added and few of the entries had null at a specific point. So this is null feature was actually telling me that is there any entry which has null or not. Okay, so this is the difference between is null and null. Please don't get confused between both of them. Okay, okay. So now then we'll come over to is null. Okay, so is null is, as I told you, it would be checking whether that column has a null or not. Okay, let's come over to the demo part. Before that, because we haven't made any entries as such for null and not null, so we'll do one thing. We'll quickly make it we'll add two entries. Let this be 6, this be 7. Let the name be, say for I'm not getting any name as such. um, any name. Okay, let's take cricketer only. Oh, we are taking it Virat, and age we are putting it to be null, and here we aren't giving any name, putting the name to be null and age to be 30. Now insert these entries. These have been made. Now let's check our original table C. Okay, now we'll check it where age is null. Okay, so now we are writing a query which will give us the output of all the entries which have age null. See, Virat had his age null, so that's why it is printing that only. Okay, so this is null concept. Coming back, now if we talk about is not null, then it was just opposite of null. So it would be printing all the values which are not null. It would output all the values which are not null. Okay, now let's check it. Where age is not null. See, all are getting printed instead of Virat because he had the age null. So this is the point. Now we have learned earlier the concept of AND operator. We can apply it here also. See, we'll write one thing. Where age is null, before that, give me a sec. Let me print the table. Yeah. Where age is null, or okay, if I want to print all the entries which have any of the column to be null, where age is null or name is null. Okay, let's check it. See, Virat and the guy with the name null are getting printed. So we can actually use the previous concept of operators, that is and, or, and in operator. Okay, let's check it for the AND operator also, where age is null and name is null. So it won't give any output because there is no such entry. But if I change it to is not null, see, it is giving Virat. Now if I change this to, see, it is giving this one. And if I make one more change, or, oh, see, all the entries which have age not null or name is null are getting printed. Okay, so these were the certain possibilities, or you can say certain outcomes which we can print. Okay,
So that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.